don't worry about it. Even though you have like indicators suggesting otherwise, with the bullish trend. Of course, this was a once in a lifetime thing with the COVID news and stuff. But see, even when you have a buy signal here, look at that RSI and look at this MACD with the upward trend on the blue line. So any questions? I think I overloaded you guys with too much information. My aim was to start with the basic on the candles. So don't worry too.
Mohib bhai, Assalamualaikum Mohib bhai.
Yes.
Will you share the slides? I mean, sorry, the video. I joined a little later. Is
Sure,
this the
sure.
first class?
Not a problem. I didn't really cover much. I just touched base on what the security is, what a candle is. I'll share this slides also.
Oh no, I meant the video too. Okay, yeah,
Sure.
because I
Yep,
went to
yep.
that website. I thought I'll do what you're doing. I went to the tradingview.com, but then
That's fine.
I didn't know what else you said or did.
Sure. That's fine. Don't worry
Okay,
about it. Yep.
okay. Thank you.
I mean, like we went a bit tangent. Actually, I wanted to just show the moving averages, two moving average health. So just putting this moving average for a duration of 8. Uh, just make it red color, uh, thick. Other one as 21 day. Again, 8 and 21 day are the Fibonacci numbers used for technical indicators and stuff. Let's make that as green. All right. So when the fast moving average goes above this, that's like a buy signal, which you can see with these green candles. And when it dips, that's when the bearish trend of sell signal. It's a simple strategy, 8 versus 21. Or if it's too confusing, then I would suggest just using pulse moving average. Just go with this. Price goes up, the moving average by signal. Price goes below that. That's a sell signal. You can see it here, and you can see it there. Not much of a rocket science, very simple. So out of this session, the basic things I want you all to kind of remember is what a candle is. We'll dive a bit more into it as Hanifbhai was pointing with the hollow candles and what this green hollow or the red hollow means, and we'll get to it in the next session. But for now, green based on the previous days, more buying, more selling, what's the Hell's moving average is, and what's the regular moving average for 8 and 21 based on the Fibonacci numbers.
Oh,
And the last thing, trading view for chart analysis. I used to use Fidelity. I never used Robinhood. That's for the beginners. Fidelity and Ameritrade, and those are medium. Interactive Brokers is a professional one. You don't pay any monthly fee on it, but you pay a commission on your trades. But it's more thorough, more advanced at a professional level. So what I would suggest is practice trading view on any chart or any stock ticker symbols that you like, at least few minutes a day. Open up a professional account in Interactive Brokers. Uh, it gives a live account and a paper trading account. So the good thing about Interactive Brokers, it gives both. So when you go to the paper trading account, you can trade with $1 million fake money, and you can experiment on that before you do the trading with the real money. And of course, Investopedia, that's where I got that candlestick picture for references, definitions, and studies. So these three are the key tools that I use on pretty much a daily or weekly basis. Just to show what that interactive brokers looks like in a minute. It has a workstation as well.
You're saying this interactive brokers is something similar to Fidelity, a brokerage account?
No. Fidelity. It's this interactive brokers is for professionals. So it's way above. I mean, like I find it more helpful and better than Fidelity and others which I've used in the past.
But you
And
can trade. You can still trade. You can.
yeah, it's just like a platform. Like a Robinhood is a platform. Fidelity is a platform.
Okay.
Interactive brokers is another platform.
Oh, अच्छा, अच्छा, ठीक है.
The good thing is you have live trading, and if I go to paper trading,
Oh, so you can study the chart and then apply with the paper trading and then see whether your chart research worked fine or not in the real world.
exactly. So
Wow.
if you're, I don't know, let me see.
Because our company basically giving $0 commission trading if you are interested um, for the brokerage.
Yeah, most of the companies like that. Fidelity offers zero commission, and um, Fidelity mutual funds, ETFs, and stock trading and stuff. Interactive brokers takes a very minimal percentage, but uh, you have to buy some subscriptions like live data, like of the New York Stock Exchange and other stuff. It costs like a few dollars a month, but it gives you live trading data, so you get the live asking and bid price. So you get a better price in if you're buying high volumes and stuff.
So Rashid bhai, which company you are talking about?
Yeah, I wrote two application. One is Merrill Edge and the currently TIA. So both places we wrote this brokerage platform.
Oh.
So if you are having retirement money, right, Hanif, I think it will be TI would be better trading platform for you because it's mostly retirement based of stuff.
Yeah, it all depends. See, most people have brokerage account, 401k accounts. Some companies allow a certain percentage of that money to be transferred to a brokerage link account under 401k. So you can choose your own options.
Right.
So I highly recommend you do that, so you have a better control on that from different perspectives.
Yeah,
I think Mohitin, I think we may need to spend more time because even though I wrote the application, I still some of the concepts you just mentioned is new to me. So I think definitely it will be very helpful.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, like, let me see. Okay.
So what I did for retirement money, I just invested because you can trade in brokerage for the safe side. I just invested in Amana mutual fund. But I think if you understand this chart, I think it will be better to take some more risk and get benefited with this option.
Yeah. So Back. It's still loading. Right.
Looks like Hanibai got a lot of reserve from Samsung.
So
Nothing like that.
this is the workstation. You can download it as an app on your Windows. Interactive Broker Station. Once you create your account is free. So if you go in the paper account, it gives you $1 million. You see this value, and then you basically put in your ticker symbols here, and do the trades. So what you want to buy, you just go in there. There's multiple options. Maybe if time permits, maybe in one of the sessions we can go over this platform and how to place a trade.
So, bro, Mohit, the screener and the interactive, it's the same thing or it's a different one?
No. Interactive Broker is a platform like Merrill Lynch, Fidelity, Robinhood.
Okay.
This is a tradingview.com. It allows 3 indicators for free. That's why I was limited in showing. I cannot pull more than 3. You need to have a paid account if you want to have more than 3 indicators.
So other thing, right? How do you make sure that now you are looks like a little bit expert on this? So how do you make sure that we invest in the halal fund, S&P, or even single individual funds, equity funds?
That's a huge topic of discussion. We may have to discuss it at a later date. We'll discuss that too. Can if time permits, But I would say my aim is to show the indicators and the tools, but everyone based on their risk appetite and what their preference is and how sensitive they are, and which scholar they kind of follow with regards to. Um,
So do we need to trade every day or monthly, weekly? How do you do that?
it's up to you. Like, see, it's up to your risk. See, all these tools are just to kind of like to make you a better handyman. I'm giving you the nails, the hammer, the circular saw, the table saw, the sawzall, and all these. And what you do with those tools is up to you, and there is no limit to it. It's based on your appetite, based on your time, like how much time you can give in studying these charts to make a better call on those buy and sell signals. So it all depends. Like it varies from person to person.
So in your experience, have you seen that chart say something and market went on something else?
No, I mean, like, so far I haven't made any loss from January, March till September. Before trading, I was speculating it, like before taking those classes and stuff. But after taking those classes, you become much more confident. So definitely, there is some instances. Since you touched that topic, I'll just quickly just show one thing. We'll cover it more in the.
I think we just saw that example which Abhadbhai pointed out, the split of Apple.
Yeah, split of that's there. COVID is there. COVID doesn't really rely on technical indicators.
Yeah. Also, this doesn't follow Twitter where Trump can tweet anything.
No,
And
see,
get false.
no. Chart analysis is based on fundamentals. So if you're not going on after a IPO because it doesn't have any history, or if you're not going after a penny stock which does not have a history as well, then it's very hard because those stocks will fluctuate like anything, and they'll just you'll lose your shirt on IPOs and penny stocks because they fluctuate based on the news. But stocks and like indexes that are based on solid companies, which has like years and years of data. They tend to follow these technical indicators. So that's why my recommendation is stick to the company that has a good market cap, has some good standing. Even if there is fluctuation, inflation, recession takes place, still there is more probability of that stock recovering from the loss than a penny stock or an IPO. I was kind of more looking at one of the indicators. We'll cover by just like, if you look at the symbol, if it's a inverted head and shoulder, like if you see a shoulder and head, that's a bullish trend. There's like hundreds of bullish and bearish trends. One of the mentors, he kind of shared this information. But this was one of the indicators that I posted in that group day before yesterday. I think that was S&P or NASDAQ that showed this indicator pattern on here. So that kind of gave this bullish upward pattern into the market for the past couple of days here. So we'll talk more. I guess 1 hour is more than enough now. So any questions on the basics that we covered?
So which class did you took, Brahmari?
I took with classes with Danish Ali, Danish Trades.
Oh, with Danish, okay.
Yeah, he goes
Nice.
way higher with other stuff which is like beyond my reach at this point. So, but the important lessons that I learned is this: chart analysis, interactive brokers, and Investopedia. These 3 tools are key to whatever you want to do with whatever your risk appetite. Keep practicing on this. Play with the paper account, doesn't hurt. Even if you lose $1 million there. And of course, read up on stuff. Maybe in the future we can pick up a topic and we all can study and do research and then look into it and discuss. That's also something we'll do it once we cover these basic stuff.
I think we should create some group which says buy, sell particular fund.
Buy, sell, fund. Yeah, I mean, like there are a lot of groups. It's up to the individual how much time you have. If you're a full-time day trader, you can do all day. Even if you're not a full-time trader, you can do the research a night before and then put in your trades on limit order. Where is that? Back to it. Yeah. So there is an option here. You see this? If I put it on limit order, I select a price, what I want. So let's say if it's fluctuating between 115 and 1. So I want to buy at 108 or 107. Then I just put in that limit price of 107. And I put in whatever the quantity is. I say day or whatever, whenever you want that to be executed. I have like other advanced options. So if you put a limit order at night, it hits that price, it buys these number of stocks. You don't really have to monitor anything. So maybe we'll cover that at a later time. Any questions? Candles, tradingview.com, interactive brokers, Investopedia.
Mohit, the problem with charts, especially technical analysis, is that you're only focusing on on one stock's history and not looking at any other factors, right? So how do you?
Not necessarily. If I look at S&P 500, this SPX, I'm looking at 500
But
companies data here.
no, but essentially you're looking at the index that comprises of the 500 stocks, right?
Yes.
So essentially, it's not like you're calculating averages of all 500. But
It
essentially, if you
is.
look at Apple or any other stock, you only look interested in the history of that one particular stock, and regardless of other market factors. So how do you compensate for that?
No, see, going back to your S&P 500, right? Yes, this is S&P 500 it's this number that you see is for the whole index that comprises of 500 large cap companies. So the whole 500 companies.
So based
index.
on this output, are you buying other stocks, or based
See,
on this output, are you buying this index fund?
No, based on this index trend, you can predict the trend of the market. Like this trend, based on this, you can predict the trend of the market. And if you want to predict the target price, go to that specific ticker symbol, look at the history. We'll get into the future classes where we go into the Fibonacci channel and Fibonacci retracement, and there's more to it. So we'll discuss that. I don't want to jump the fence. So just hold that thought for a while. We'll get to it. All right. Any other questions?
I think I'm good.